let's take a closer look at the prop. I'm reluctant to call it a gimmick because there is no gimmick with this. It's just a clever collation of several different individual parts that creates a piece of magical apparatus that's really helpful. Take a look at this. It comes with 3 wallets, each one slightly smaller than the next, and also a piece of cloth. Now yours will be nice and new and fresh. This is a little overused, as you can see. You're going to want to fold this into thirds if it's not already folded. You want to try and do it as neatly as possible. If it's already been folded but not quite as neatly as you like, then iron it out and start fresh again. You want to fold it into thirds this way until you have a little square of material, and then you really want to press this with an iron to make sure all the creases are in nice and tight. And that means when you do eventually open this up in performance, when you're putting it away, the creases allow you to fold it very, very quickly and neatly along those lines. Now, in order to assemble this correctly, you've got to take the smallest pouch, place the piece of cloth inside it, and then just before you tuck it all the way in, you've got to open up the very top layer of that piece of cloth, just the top layer, and you've got to buckle it slightly so that you can insert the tongue into that piece of cloth. And then you've got to turn everything over, take the middle-sized pouch, and you've got to place that inside as well. You've got to buckle everything open, and that little piece of cloth is still going to be there ready for you to insert that tongue into there, like this. And finally, the final pouch or wallet is opened. This is placed inside. It goes in upside down, you'll notice, not this way up, but upside down. And then, again, you just buckle it and push that in like this. There is no other gimmick. This is the complete setup, and then you're ready to perform. Before we get into the performance side of things, let's take a look at how to actually open the nest of wallets in performance. Now, during the performance, whichever one of the routines that I show you, you've got to load this nest of wallets with an object. Could be a coin, could be a ring, could be a dollar bill, it could be anything. Let's assume for the moment that it's a ring that you've borrowed from a spectator. This load happens in your pocket, but we'll come back to that later. In performance, you'd remove the wallet from your pocket, this side towards the audience. You don't really want to show this side too much because they can see that the flap is in when it really should be out and underneath this little strap here. You can, as you'll see in the information that follows, quickly, briefly flash the underside of this. But ultimately, in order to open it, you've got to pinch the object that's inside between your finger and thumb. You've got to pinch up here between your finger and thumb, and you've got to reach in with your middle finger and just drag out that tongue of the largest wallet. Now you may find that when you reach in and you drag out the tongue of the larger wallet, it's easier to go in at an angle, or maybe it's better for you if you use 2 fingers, or maybe there's a more comfortable way for you to do this. Either way, the more you work with these wallets, the softer the leather will become, and the more trained the leather will become, and it just gets really easy to reach in and open up that wallet. So once you've opened up that wallet, you turn it over, and you pull out the second wallet, which is the other way up. That's so that they don't see the true situation. Again, you grip with your finger and thumb where the object is. You reach in with your finger, and exposed view here, you can see the flap coming out. You turn everything over. Again, remove the third wallet. Reach in with your finger and thumb again. Remove that little flap. And then finally, you drag out that piece of cloth. Now from this angle, you can see the ring in that top layer. Your audience won't see that because you grip that piece of cloth between your finger and thumb as you pull it out. Now you're very, very clean to be able to show this from all angles. You've got to open up this layer here and grip with your finger and thumb, sealing that little hole off. And then you're going to grip with your second and first finger down here along that line. And that means that you can tip this up and the ring essentially shoots down into that second third of the cloth, so that when you open it and you hold it flat, the ring appears smack bang in the middle. Now to make this bit a little easier to see, I have got a clear piece of material so that you can see how this all fits together. So in setup, you would fold your cloth, place it inside here, and under just the first layer, you insert that tongue, okay? And then you place this upside down inside the second one. Again, you insert that under the layer of material, and then you place this upside down in the third wallet, and then just push that down like this. So the ring gets loaded in your pocket. When you remove it, you're in this position, you remove the first wallet, the second wallet, and inside the third wallet, you're pulling out that piece of cloth. Now the ring, as you can see, is just on top. If I push it, it's going to fall out, okay? But what you do is you seal off the end of that piece of material by squeezing your fingers. So this, in performance, will be completely unseen inside the material. Then you grip with your fingers, and as you can see, what's happening is the ring falls down into that second third and loads it right in the center of that material.